Guys, welcome to the channel of Love. Okay, I'm all starry-eyed. The lights are a bit bright, so I just adjusted them, but all I can see is like stars and starlight. Okay, good morning. It's Wednesday, the 8th of July. We're using the Tarot Grand Lux. You got these cards, I found them. Okay, we're using these cards. They smell divine. Do you know what they smell like? They smell like American dollars to me. Whenever I go to America, I love the smell of the notes. And these cards, they just smell, they just emit a really nice smell. Reminiscence. Anyway, I'll finish smelling the tarot cards. Okay. Tarot Grand Lux by Ciro Marchetti. I believe that's how you say his name. Is that lion now? Is it time for the lion to leave his den? In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Ow. Okay. Ow. We're howling now. Should we have a look at the cards? See what the cards want to say. I felt really drawn to use the... I was drawn to them yesterday when I was doing the reading, but decided I wanted to get the reading wrapped up. That top card really wants to be seen. The Chakra Wisdom cards. Okay, the Oracle cards. I want to have a look at them. And then I feel like we do want to have some playful energy on the table. Definitely want the unicorns. Okay. Listen, we're just going to go with the flow. Why does that top card want to be seen? Okay, you can go there as well. Oh, it's got hot all of a sudden. Okay, well, the window's open. Here comes Lily. Jasper was just here. He wanted to get up on my lap. I kind of encouraged him into the living quarters and not the kitchen. And I don't know if he's going to stay there. I did actually, in my mind, think, Jasper, I don't know if I can do it today. You're all over the table. And I was kind of hoping that Lily might appear. And she has. Okay, I don't know what them two cards are here, but they want to be seen. We'll just leave them there for a minute. Now, these cards were really nice and flowing well before I pulled those cards. So, oh, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Okay, let's loosen up. Come on, you were flowing really nice. Oh, is that howling? You're waiting for your manifestation to come in. Look, you can see that you're standing there waiting for your ship to come in. Out of nowhere, out of thin air. You're waiting for your manifestation. We've got the moon there behind. Something could happen at night time. Or when it's dark and the moon's out. Okay, I feel like there's that howling here at the moon. Now, one of those dogs has broke free. And the other one's still chained up. With the Alsatian there that's still chained up, you can kind of see a cross. It's like he's got a cross to bear. Let me point out what I'm seeing here. Here on the dog. There's a cross. So one of them has broken free. Is that a lobster in the water? Hot water. You're in hot water. So the howling in the lobster pot. Who's in the lobster pot? Screaming, screeching. Waiting for this manifestation to kind of appear out of thin air. Okay. So someone's howling. It's like they've broken free from their chain. The Alsatian's just staring at the howling dog that looks very much like a husky. Whose voice is a bit husky. I wanted to say, like, you know when your voice breaks and you become, so they say, like, you're becoming a man, your voice has got very low. Okay. Husky. Is your voice husky or is it howling? Because I felt more of a screeching as well. Okay. So I'm not sure what's going on with your throat. I feel it's your throat chakra. Fly me to the moon. Okay. We've got that one and we've got this one. And that's what you're dreaming of. Definitely something at night time. I don't feel like you're having nightmares. I feel like you actually find escape. So you're waiting for the manifestation to come out of thin air. So you're actually waiting, I want to say, for your manifestation to be shown to you through your dreams. Because you have you lying here on the bed and the image is you charging off somewhere with this blue covering over your horse. The blue and the purple here. So that's definitely about speaking with the... Oh, did you see how it looked like it was just going to... Do I say evaporate or... apparate? Apparition. Appearing out of thin air. Okay, what's this last card? Taking that leap of faith. A fall. I wouldn't be surprised if you're really seeing you off on your new adventure, but kind of like in dream state. Three of Wands, the Moon, the Four Swords, and the Fool. Now the Four Swords you're resting, rejuvenating, imagining. Very calmful there, peaceful, in your resting chamber. In your quarters, in your living quarters. That's what I sent Jasper off to. Okay, to rest. Rather than howling. And just, he's here. Fuck. Let me have a look at what these two cards were. The Star. Starry-eyed. Okay. So your dreams wishing upon a star. I've got nothing more to say about that. It's the star. You've got a miracle. Yeah, I knew you was waiting for something out of thin air. A miracle to appear. Okay. Should we have a look a bit more into what really guidance I can give you? Or what the cards want to say? But the underlying energy I'm going to say is the star with a miracle. You're wishing on a star. I'm wishing on a star to find out where you are, or to find out who you are. And I'm wishing on a rainbow that I see. Okay. Thin air, coming out of thin air. Stardust. Starlight. Look what she's pouring. Starlight, star bright. The first star I see tonight. I don't know the rest of that. Okay. A miracle. I need a miracle. You need to stop singing. It's like it's an... I was going to say it's an opera, but is it an opera? It doesn't sound like an opera. It sounds more like a musical. An opera you would... Is that where it is? The baskets. Okay. I feel like your only escape, divine masculine, to tap into this star energy is when you're resting and sleeping. Unicorns, magical unicorns. You've got family culture, so your belief systems are holding you back, but also you're really seeking for who you are, your legacy, and who your divine feminine is. Although it's just focusing on you. about talking about your feelings. It's time to tell a friend how you feel. So you're kind of assessing the situation. You're trying to really find out who you are, who your divine feminine is to you. You need a miracle. You're hoping for a miracle. Does a miracle appear out of nowhere? Looks like it, because your focus is on it. And we're talking about your waking state and your dream state, and bringing that manifestation into the physical, into your walking and talking life. So talk about your feelings, family culture. Learn more about your family stories and history. Talk about your feelings, divine masculine. Let's get one more from here. Happy surprise. Something very good is about to happen. I was going to say something very good is going to happen, but it says something very good is about to happen. When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are, whether you're boy, girl, man, woman, unicorn, donkey. Anything your heart desires may come to you. When your heart is in your dream, no request is too extreme. Bloody voice. It's like, what's going on with it? Why do we keep singing like this? It's very like gentle. When you wish upon a star. I didn't want to say as dreamers do. I want to go as lovers do. Want a simple life. So this throat, it's very soft, gentle. Could be a bit husky. Okay. But it's like mellow. Simplicity, just be yourself, and one more. And laughter. You need a good laugh. You are gifted. You're tapped in. I think Abraham Hicks says, tapped in, tuned in, turned on. Okay. So you're tapping into the right frequency here, the frequency of miracles. I don't feel like I really want to read from the book. You want to carry on with this? Let's have a look at the bottom of the deck. I can always pull some more cards. So we've got the King of Swords. We saw him yesterday. He was sitting on his throne. He seems to be up now. His feathers all on end, all standing on end. Who ruffled his feathers? A guardian angel maybe appeared. Guilt. Okay. We've got guilt here. Now this card talks about this one here. I think her name, I'm going to call her Amber. Might not be. Should we read it? Let's read it. But it's like she wants to dissolve the partnership with this one in the background. But this one here is claiming that she's done like half the work, so she wants kind of half of the profit. And this one's saying, no, you actually, you kind of just watch me do it all. So, guilt could be getting in the way. You're feeling guilty. There is this other Alsatian here with the cross. And looking at the husky here as if they really don't know what you're talking about. It's like, what is wrong with you? So, there's that lobster pot. Depends who's going in that lobster pot. Guilt. Sorry, her name's Apricot, not Amber. And she's a saint. Saint Apricot. I am sorry, but I have to take care of myself. Okay, so Divine Masculine, I feel that this is I want to say for you and the Divine Feminine, you really are kind of getting your priorities in order and really just looking after you and not allowing anyone really to abuse you or take advantage of you. Should we read the legend of Saint Apricot? Apricot truly is a saint. She sets aside her own needs and happiness to help others, even allowing freeloading friends to get involved in her business. This is something that we was definitely picking up on. Was it this week or last week? Okay. Freeloading friends. One day, her latest business partner announces that she wants to dissolve their company and split the profits. So actually it wasn't even Apricot, it was the other one. She wants out. Okay. Apricot stands up to her. The company is hers, and she did all the work while the so-called partner did nothing. Now she will only give from her excess and not from her reserve. So you're going to have that. You've got to have that cup, your own cup of love, unconditional love for yourself, overflowing. Then you can give some away, but not allow people to drain your creative juices, or really drain you dry. Okay. The inspiration: do not do for others what they need to do for themselves. Speak truth from your heart. Honesty is freedom. Picking up from yesterday's reading. Any guilt is fear of being disliked. Who gives a fuck anymore? You're not here really to be liked. You're just here to be yourself. So have a good laugh about that one. I read a quote once and it said, if you want to give God a good laugh, tell her your plans. So they kind of stated God was a feminine energy, but it's like, if you want to have a good laugh, tell God your plans. It's kind of not funny really, I know. You got to bring the humour to it though. Okay. Personal inquiry. Am I giving away too much time and energy and resenting it? Is my anger really guilt? And a lot of times we end up resenting these and we end up talking about people and about how they're like freeloaders, and instead just get them out of your life then. Instead of allowing them to hang on to you and to hang around, get rid of them. That stops that complaining, doesn't it? There's no point complaining about someone that you don't really appreciate and want in your life because they don't show you any appreciation. Be gone. Okay. So key idea is self-care, burdened by obligations, enabling others and finding personal power. Keywords: awareness, awakening and release. Here's your meditation. Imagine chains holding you down. Well, interesting. As we picked up on the husky doggy here, with his chains that are broken. Let me just have a drink and I'll hold the card closer. Just so you can see these chains here. You see how they've broken free. You can see the chains dangling here. Okay. So imagine chains holding you down. As you relax, which we've been talking about, you relaxing. As you relax, the links weaken one by one. I want to say that, you know, you're getting back your own personal power maybe every week. The links weaken one by one. So it's like every week that just goes past. I do want to say the attachment to your past and family culture just seems to be weakening. That leak. What have you found out? That leak. Okay. The link and the connection that you have with your family culture, your past life. That's really weakening here. Okay, so you're getting stronger. So imagine chains holding you down. As you relax, the links weaken one by one. See and hear each one fall to the ground. With each thud, see a chunk of fear or guilt fall away. When you are free, get up and walk into a glowing apricot light. What happens then? Well, you're free. You're free to do what you want any old time. And don't be inviting that shit back into your life. especially through guilt. Wondering if people like you or not. Who gives a damn? Okay. You are gifted. Yes, you are. Okay. It's time to be off on your new adventure. We're putting this away. About smelling the money, I picked up on the... Well, it's the Tarot Grand Lux. It's like it's a game of roulette. Not Russian roulette, I hope. Okay. Well, let's put these away. I'm not sure where we're going from here, but I'll be directed. Okay, I feel like I want to go to the You Got This card. So are you going away? You're staying out? Unicorns are staying out to play. Let's get an energy card. Psychic Tarot. And what else do I see? Okay. Let's see what wants to come out of these cards. Okay. You got it. Anything you want. You got it. Baby. Let's turn that around. The deck's upside down. Okay, well, success is liking yourself, liking what you do, and liking how you do it. Like I said to you, it really does come down to you. You're the one that's got to live with you in the end. You know who you truly are. You've been soul searching for that. Like through your dreams and your meditation. Really trying to tap into who it is that you are. Well, you're gifted. You're here for a greater purpose. But success is liking yourself. Liking what you do and liking how you do it. I can see Jasper giving me the eye around the corner. You've got a magical gateway here. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. Hey, come and sit down today, please. Come on in, darling. Come down on my lap. You're looking a bit of a state. You've been biting your side here. It's not good, is it? Do you know what? Go down today, darling. Go and rest. You've got to learn to like yourself. Okay? You're going to sit down or you're going to go down? I can't get you off the table today. It looks like you've got a poorly side here. I'm going to use the energy cards. You pop your bum down though. Sit down for me, please. Jasper. Sit down for mummy, please. He's working on this obedience thing. There's a magical gateway here, guys. Got the goddess of the moon. I did feel like there was something to do with this moon. Okay. There you go, darling. Good boy. Goddess of the moon. I'm going to get one more. And the world. Two pretty stunning cards, aren't they? Showing that something's going on at night time here, guys. Transmission of energy. $52. Intuition and going within. This card shows an eternal spirit holding the bright reflective moon and standing in front of the crystal clear waters of a sparkling waterfall. Her arms are stretched upward, receiving the light of the moon, the light of inspiration. This card is all about intuition, the ability to receive insights from your soul's point of view. Receiving the card upright tells you that you have the power to get intuitive information on all types of issues, and now is the time to use it. I swear there was a hair that was hanging from here. No hair there. The goddess of the moon brings you all sorts of information, and that's what you're tapping into, Divine Masculine. Okay. So the goddess of the moon brings you all sorts of information, from the mundane to the spectacular. For instance, you could get the urge to take a different route home from work and find out later that you've avoided a 3-hour traffic jam. Or you might have an idea for a great invention, a stock investment, or a spellbinding novel. This card could also indicate a significant blossoming of psychic ability and mediumship, even on a professional level. Well, Divine Masculine, you're definitely gifted. There's this magical gateway here for you to walk through. We can see that you're kind of there. So you're on the end of the pier. You're always blessed with this ability to connect, but this card is telling you that now is the perfect time to open up. Get ready for the amazing inspiration this brings. Woo! It's happening into the moon energy. So we've got the world, 29. Expansion and opening up. And what was 52? Intuition and going within. Expansion and opening up. The man in this picture is looking out over a bay, above which the beautiful sphere of the earth is rotating. This card is reminding you to expand your vision and contemplate some much broader options. The world is wide, so there's a lot out there to consider. In the modern age of technology, this could specifically be referring to creating or expanding to a more global network through the internet or social marketing. So you're really seeing your future here. What happens when you go through this magical gateway, Divine Masculine? Drawing this card also lets you know that you have unlimited resources available to you. And now is the time to think big. As they say, the world is your oyster. So get ready to gobble it up. Gobble, gobble. Like a turkey. Should read the magical gateway. So it takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. The fairies are asking you to step through the fairy door and into the world of magic and wonder. They're telling you that fairy tales are real and that you're never too old to believe in fairies. Perhaps you've been thinking about embarking on the fairy path. If you're using this deck, the chances are you already have more than a passing interest in the way of the fae. If so, now is the time to walk through the fairy door and fully embrace your magical fairy self. The golden key to this fairy door resides inside your heart. It's important to know that once you step through this magical gateway, your life will be changed. You'll see and feel nature in a deeper way. You'll feel more connected to the plants, trees and flowers, and develop a deeper compassion for all living things. You might even find yourself becoming vegan or vegetarian, if you're not already. Your interest in conversation, conservation. Your interest in conservation and the environment could also be heightened. These are all traits of someone who has ventured through the fairy door, so consider this carefully. If you're at all unsure whether you should walk through the fairy door, meditate on the question until you know in your heart that it's the right thing to do. So it's like, if you're contemplating about it, they're not saying, well, don't do it then. They're saying, well, just keep meditating on it until it feels like it's the right thing to do. So if you're at all unsure whether you should walk through the fairy door, meditate on the question until you know in your heart that it's the right thing to do. Once you've passed through the door, prepare for more magic and joy to enter your life, knowing that you're always safe, protected and loved. Your life's going to change, Divine Masculine, as soon as you walk through that fairy door. Psychic Tarot. I cleared the table thinking, well, Jasper's not here and get his hair off. You need to come down, darling. Yeah, I know. Come down, good boy. Conflict and defeat. It is like you've been pulling your hair out. We spoke about this. You mustn't do that. It's not that bad, Jasper. Oh, I've got a bundle of cards here. So we've got conflict and defeat. We won't add any words. The pictures say it all. Mental conflict. Need to go within. Solitude. Where you're going to find your answers. You're going to be able to tap into the Akashic records. It's like, whose turn is it next? It's like a chess game. Where you're going to find your recognition and reward, Divine Masculine. Your self-worth. Your robes of honour. You need to put them on yourself. Okay, you ready for that magical gateway? Beam me up, Scotty, you say. Okay. Tapping into your intuition. And we have suffering in silence. The feminine here, I feel, who's transmuting the energy. These cards are all very much about you needing to go within. Conflict and defeat, mental conflict, solitude, recognition and reward. Then we have the High Priestess energy with your intuition. Major arcanas are the Hermit and the High Priestess. The High Priestess, she goes within and she follows and trusts her intuition. The Hermit, he goes within to find himself. And in suffering in silence, could be keeping you awake at night. Bottom of the deck. We're going to get off. I can't make these cards, okay, say what they don't want to say. Transformation here. The death. Transforming now. A beautiful butterfly. What do you think, Jess? How are you feeling about transforming? I know. A bit calmer maybe today. Yeah? I'm going to end up then. Let's finish off. We'll get a roomie today. an invitation into the heart of the divine. Being invited, divine masculine. Crown chakra, the awareness. Sometimes I don't look at the bottom of the decks, and then I look at them when I'm putting them away, and it's like, oh, it made the story even more better. I didn't show you. So we'll have a look at the bottom of the decks. Rest and rejuvenate. Allow the divine feminine's energy to swirl around you, to enlighten you. Magical unicorns. Oh, happy surprise. I think did we end? Oh no, I think I've just put them back in. Yeah. Happy surprise, talk about your feelings. Who wants to talk? Manifestation. We started the reading off with that, waiting for the manifestation to like appear out of thin air. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation, step 1. Might need to write down this goal, desire, if you want to call it a goal, this dream that you have. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation, step 1. I feel like the divine masculine, we spoke about this yesterday, if you're not quite ready to speak with your throat and with words, then you can find another way. Writing it down, it sounds like, is step 1 for this manifestation to be able to appear for you. And you've got this. Let's have a look, and then we'll get on with Rumi. Setting... okay. Setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. That's just amazing. Come on, guys. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest, and I did call it a goal, in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation, step 1. Setting goals is the first step to turning the invisible into the visible. Let's end with Rumi. I wouldn't really say it was grass cutting weather, to be honest with you. It's been raining for 2 days. But hey, who am I to tell people, why are you hiding under the table, Jasper? Hey, what are you doing underneath there? Well, at least you're not on top of it. Yeah, this is true. This is true. Okay, let's see what Rumi wants to say. The courage of your love, 38. Look at this energy that's being transmuted. It just keeps taking me back to, well, we have the masculine with the world here in front of him. And we have the feminine, like with the moon in her actual, arm. She's transmuting that energy. Look here. Card number 38, the courage of your love. Love is without reason. Rationality is like a cane. Judgment needs a cane because it is blind. When love arrives, thought dies in its shadow. Love is the sunrise while thought is only a flashing light. Wow. Rumi. Let me hold this card down. I'll hold it up again in a bit. Now, we spoke about the lion. As soon as I came on, I said about was a lion coming out of his den. So the lion sleeps tonight. Okay, and then the howling started. Shit. Okay. I do not bleat at you like a sheep, for to startle you from your slumber, I need to roar like a lion. You must awaken, my beloved. There is no time to waste, for the wolves are circling, hungry for sacred flesh. So I shall roar mightily, and although at first you recoil in fear, soon enough you will see the wolves. You become aware and grateful to have been woken, to have thus to have been thus awoken. Just a little bit awake. Okay. Ah, yes, you remember that you have a precious human life to protect. That's your own. Okay. You fear me no more. And I feel that's your divine feminine as well. And you don't fear yourself anymore. Although you do have some power. You fear me no more. You thank me. You jump on my back as if you were a warrior astride a wild mount. I'm meant to be resting. You roar then, along with me, awakening the others as we cause the ground to rumble, disturbing those even in their deepest slumber. Who could sleep with that going on outside? You, like me, a fierce lion, not a lamb, to be led to so many slaughters, the variety and opportunity for which is available in terrible abundance in our world. Okay, right then. Did not. Look, we lost the flow, didn't we? I'll start from the beginning. Love is without reason. Rationality is like a cane. Judgment needs a cane because it is blind. When love arrives, thought dies in its shadow. Love is the sunrise, while thought is only a flashing light. Rumi. I do not bleat at you like a sheep, for to startle you from your slumber, I need to roar like a lion. You must awake, my beloved, there is no time to waste, for the wolves are circling, hungry for sacred flesh. So I shall roar mightily, and although at first you recoil in fear, soon enough you will see the wolves. You become aware and grateful to have been thus awoken. Ah, yes, you remember that you have a precious human life to protect. You fear me no more. You thank me. You jump on my back as if you were a warrior astride a wild mount. You roar then, along with me, awakening the others as we cause the ground to rumble, disturbing those even in their deepest slumber. You, like me, are a fierce lion, not a lamb, to be led to so many slaughters, the variety of and opportunity for which is available in terrible abundance in our world. There is a Sufi story about a mother with her breast leaking milk. She loses her child, and once she finds him again, instantly lets him suckle for as long as he needs. A Sufi master nearby says to his students, "Do you think she would throw her baby into the fire?" And the students all say, "No, of course not." And the master replies, "Allah loves his children more than she, with enough tenderness to throw them into the fire." So it is with love. At first, as a young heart, you want only comfort for your beloved. You cannot bear the thought of pain within them, even for a moment. Your own suffering is easier than bearing the suffering of your beloved. That young heart grows wise through experience. It becomes an elder, an ancient heart tempered by grace and rendered strong with compassion. This is the great heart that can hold the suffering of the world within it, and yet still find space for peace, for sweetness, for tenderness, and for rapture. This is the heart that shines with courageous love. It is willing to feel and bear all suffering without judgment, whilst gently holding it in the truth of what that suffering really is, the drying out of the mind addicted to suffering. This drying out is necessary so that love can ignite itself and transform dead wood into living fire. The drying out is a challenging and enduring process. And seeing as we have the guilt card here, I did feel like someone might be leaving you, left you high and dry. Okay. The path of freeing the heart from the The path of freeing the heart from the effects of a fearful mind is an initiation into great power. So many lapses will happen before the heart grows strong enough to overpower old patterns and surrender without condition or equivocation. When it is ready to surrender in such a way, the heart is free and allowed to simply be. Even the mind then, finally freed from shackles and joyfully submitting to love, declares, let love be, in whatever way it shall be. I can bear it, I can take refuge in it, I shall not turn away from it. I am that love. Very interesting. Because I spoke about you were kind of dropping the attachments, the links, like every week it was just getting easier to let go of those chains that are keeping you bound. You are an ancient one with a heart older than the mountains. You are being asked to free yourself from two small loves of the youthful heart and come to understand and accept the wisdom of your mature heart. Your mature heart is not cursed with hardness or detachments, but with compassion and tenacious devotion to the cause that is most real and matters most, the quest for life of the human soul. I was going to say of the whole soul. Okay. The quest for life of the human soul. Your ancient heart loves the soul and will roar like a lion of love at the wolves who would casually devour it. So trust in the courage of your heart. You are not cruel, you are not hard, you are not careless. You are passion personified. You are the lion of love, so allow yourself to be the lion, not the lamb. Stand true in your own heart. Cause trouble, make noise, be proud and be mighty. Then rest. After all that savage divinity, rest and restore. For day after day, you shall claim your holy lands and refuse to give them up to less noble creatures. Though you survey their manipulations and attempts to claim power with compassion, you do not underestimate them or relax your vigilance. You shall not allow for even a moment that falsehood be accepted as truth in your heart. This oracle comes with particular guidance for you. Okay, well, let me just have some drink. Move Jasper's hair off of my lap. This oracle comes with particular guidance for you. You are not to give in to less than you are worth, or to the shaming stories of others, of our culture, that will cast your regal lion nature into the falsehood of beliefs that you have no choice or power. You are not to give into the idea that you are victim and cannot free yourself from your suffering, or that you are less than any other. These are lies. These are petty deceptions so unworthy of you. Do not believe them, roar at them until the weak glue holding them together melts under the fire of your holy breath, and they lie dismembered and powerless at your feet. Then intend that those bits and pieces in decay are lovingly returned to the Earth Mother, through whom they can be used to fertilise new life. This oracle comes with another message for you. You have a challenge before you, or that you are now moving through, but you have what is necessary to succeed and overcome it. No matter how long it has endured, or how big you have built that challenge up to be in your mind, no matter how unsolvable the issue appears to be, there is and shall be a victory beyond it, and it is imminent. This oracle has come to you to let you know you are empowered to succeed. You have what is required within to do it, and that the time for your victory is drawing near. So do not give up. Instead, do the sacred honouring ritual as needed, and when you feel so inclined, open your mouth and roar love from the very depths of your being. Create a sound of truth for yourself. In that sound you will hear the mightiest one of all roaring along with you, saying, yes, love, I am with you, and together we claim divine victory. So we roar, how we roar. Okay, here's the sacred honour ritual, and I am getting off. So say aloud, I call on Rumi, Lion of Love, and my own wise higher self. I now choose to assert the dignity of my soul and the power of my heart. I release all lesser bonds based in fear and deception. I no longer need to hold on to these. I am ready for truth, and with unconditional love, I am supported, protected and guided on my path to victory, held in guardianship by the unending power of love. So be it. If you feel the need to get down on all fours and roar a bit, do it with relish. Then you have finished your honouring ritual. Guys, have yourself a roaring day, and I will catch up with you soon. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.